Jay Hall is asking, what program currently is on the same level as Miami? Here's my list, Wholesome One, before we get you cranked up. I'm just going conference by conference. North Carolina.
Well, that's a compliment. Thank you.
Minnesota. Minnesota. Oklahoma State. Not Minnesota.
Mark, they have 10-win season.
They had a big season 2 years ago. They had a big season. So, well, I'm just looking at currently. I'm trying to make an estimation on what's going on right now. And I know Minnesota didn't have a great year, but they only played 7 games last year. They went 11-2 the year before.
You could have said Indiana. I would have took Indiana over Minnesota.
Okay, I went past Wisconsin, Penn State, Michigan because I still don't think Miami's at their level. That doesn't mean that they can't be better this year. So I want anybody who's going to go crazy about me placing Michigan above Miami. Yes, I'm still placing Michigan. I got to see more because Michigan had one down season and they only played 6 games, and Michigan's been better than Miami for the previous 5 or 6 years. So I'm still placing Michigan and Penn State and Wisconsin, and I even went to Iowa and thought I'm still placing Iowa above Miami at this point. I got to see more than just 8-3 in a pandemic year out of Miami.
I think all of that's obvious. If they want to argue that,
8-3, 8-4.
Michigan had one bad season, but they've been consistently 9. They're like 9-10 win over the last.
Yeah.
Wisconsin,
it's horrible.
10 win. Like, come on now.
Yeah,
if we're talking program wise, no.
So I'm going. It's kind of difficult in the ACC because I put Miami clearly ahead, not by a ton, but ahead of the Virginias and Virginia Techs and Pitts. But North Carolina, they've only had the one nice season. So that's why I still put Miami and North Carolina. I know the game was ugly this year, and I know that North Carolina had a slightly better season. It wasn't that much better if you take out that game.
They just handled the head-to-head. I mean, and that's what ultimately matters is how do you play when you both are on the same field? Because, I mean, like this conversation happens all the time on a lot of podcasts and stuff. It's like, yeah, if you drop Michigan in the ACC Coastal, they look pretty goddamn good. You know, if you pick, as much as people talk trash about the SEC, you pick Vanderbilt, you pick Kentucky, you pick.
I don't know about Vanderbilt.
South Carolina, Missouri, like you pick them up and have them have to play Georgia Tech, North Carolina, Virginia. They would be perennial 9-10 win, and especially if you talk about maybe like a South Carolina, they could probably peak at 11. You know where they are geographically, but that's just being honest.
All right, I'm going to run through my list. Here we go. I'm going to go Stanford, Oklahoma State, TCU, Texas. They haven't been good for a long time. I like your Indiana pick. I'm still going to say North Carolina and Mississippi State and Ole Miss.
I would agree with all of those, honestly. I mean, to be on the same level as Texas, is that more of a burden on Texas? Because, I mean, their funding is out of this world. So,
yeah, I hesitate saying Texas because, man, they are just stockpiled with talent. Well, Miami is too, so to a certain extent, but Texas has recruited, brought in classes in the top 5 to 10 without fail. And, yeah, stockpiled with facilities and money. They shouldn't be there.
But I agree. I mean, I think Oak State's in that list, too. I don't really know about Minnesota, only because if you talk about a program.
Yeah, they had one big year. I elevated them prematurely.
Yeah, I would say maybe a 3 to 4 year span.
Yeah,
is where I would say you can grade a program on. And in that time, you look at Miami, 3 to 4 seasons, right? So 17, 18, 19, and 20. 17, 10, and 3, 18, 6, and 7, or 7 and 6, 19, 6, and 7. And then 20 comes around and we're 8 and 4, you know. But I will say this much, Mark, and I want to hear your opinion on this. So we'll answer this question.
I'm going to write
I
down
got something I want to go into here.
Go ahead.
Have you ever noticed? So Miami's last really good seasons have been 2009, 9-4, 2013, 9-4, 2017, 10-3, right? Those have been our last couple of pretty good seasons, right?
9-4 the year before that. 16.
Oh, 16, yeah, 9-4. Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, sure. Have you noticed something about I'll say those three as opposed to adding 16 to it. Have you noticed something about those years? They're every fourth season.
Okay.
So take 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right?
Senior-oriented teams?
Now let's count from 17. 18, 19, 20, 21. I don't know, man. Hey, Mark, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But is the fan base, and are you going to be happy with going 9-4? Two of those teams were 9-4, and one was 10-3.
Agreed. But what I'm saying is, when Miami gets a chance to field an older squad, an experienced squad,
yeah,
then the outcome has been better. What I'm saying is, I want us to be able to get to the point where, as a true program, you're fielding at least people in their second or third season, at absolute worst second season, unless they're just like big time players, right? We've had times where we've had, listen to this stat, for 5 seasons straight, Miami has had a true freshman starter on the offensive line. At least 5 separate seasons had a true freshman. And only one of them was top ranked to even be on the field as a true freshman. That's Navon Donaldson. Think about that. That's not good. Like, that's not a hoorah, we're doing it. No. But we talk about this week to week as far as if Miami wants to take that upper echelon, to take that big step, stacking class on top of class on top of class, but being able to hold off their third or fourth really nice class to being on your practice field and developing in your strength and conditioning programs before they have to, keyword, have to contribute to the team or start for your team as a true freshman. Now, if they're just that dang good, that's different. And you want them to come in and contribute, whether it's on specials, whether it's as a pass rusher, whether it's as a change of pace back, as a slot, as a situational free safety every now and again, because they're just the best free safety in the country. That's different, as opposed to, hey, 3-star from South Carolina, you got to come start at left tackle for us because we don't have anyone else at 240 pounds. So.
Louisville and Wake Forest.
Okay. I don't really know what to say to that one. Somebody said USC.
They just won the Rose Bowl, and they finished number 4 in the country that year. And then the next year they went to the Cotton Bowl and won the Pac-12 championship. They finished in the top 10 2 straight years in 16 and 17.
18, 19, 20.
18, one of those years, okay, 18, 5 and 7, but then they rebounded with I think they went 8 and 4 and lost a bowl game to Iowa. Then they went, this past year, went 5 and 1.
How the Big Ten and Pac-12 handled this past season is just kaput.
Wholesome one, I guarantee it. You're going to be at practice, but I guarantee if I take my list, I've got Cam coming on at 7 o'clock. He's going to go ballistic when he hears these teams I've lined up.
Yeah, I hope you don't start off with Minnesota, Mark. You said North Carolina, and I was like, okay.
I took
Penn
out
State, and I'm like, okay. And then you dropped Minnesota.
I said who? Who was second?
Huh?
I didn't say Penn State. Did you say Penn State?
Wait, you don't think we're on the same level as Penn State?
Penn State with a P?
Yes.
No. Penn State?
Penn State, yeah.
No.
What was their record 2 years ago?
11-2. Won the Cotton Bowl. Finished in the top 10.
No way.
Penn State? Penn State. Happy Valley. James Franklin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they had a crap last year, but who didn't in that conference? Okay. Minnesota. Mark, that's so insulting.
It's I did reach with Minnesota, but prior to PJ Fleck, Minnesota was going pretty much 8-4 kind of seasons. And then they took a dip, and then PJ brought them back, and we don't know what they're going to be. It's going to be difficult for them to maintain a 11-2.
Yeah, you're right. Penn State is pretty up there. I was just stuck on how atrocious they looked and played this season, but
yeah, they went 4-5.
Because I mean, they were in the 2016 versus USC,
the Rose Bowl,
in the Rose Bowl. 2017 they played in some.
They won the Fiesta Bowl. They beat Washington. They had Saquon Barkley, Trace McSorley. They won the Fiesta Bowl and they finished in the top 10. They went 11-2 that year.
2018.
9-4, lost the Citrus Bowl to Kentucky. Still finished in the top 15. Kentucky was really good that year. 2019, they won the Cotton Bowl, beat Memphis in the Cotton Bowl, finished 11-2, top 10.
Yeah, they're like number 2 to Ohio State in that conference, right?
I think so. They are, or Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah, we definitely ain't on Wisconsin's level. I mean, I'm tired of seeing those two teams play each other, and it's never worked out well for Miami, so.